trades. I'll show you guys what I got. I got some traded some people. I got Jeremy Lin, Henson. I gotta go. Oh, this finished that good. I gave him him. Who else? Oh yeah, I gave him him. And I gave him Trevor Booker. So, when I gave him, I think I gave him McDermott. Oh. Let's just play. Our team is pretty good.
It's the Sports Pregame Show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. One of the guys we'll be seeing tonight is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what I like to say. He makes it look effortless. Maybe the best shooter of all time. You ready to go that far?
Of all time?
You ready to go that far?
I just can't give it to you after that few of seasons. I just say that
he won a championship.
Yes, he won.
Let's get ready.
Hello, basketball. NBA basketball.
Good.
Anthony.
Let's go.
Crowd here in anticipation of their home team in the interconference battle.
Why is it so high?
See Atlanta. Last season they split the series with each team able to win on the road. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Terrence Jones. Then it's Chris.
What the? Oh my gosh, just getting on my nerves, the music.
Ball. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Hood in at the shooting guard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground. Even
Oh,
when
what
they
the?
were on their heels.
How did Curry fall?
Those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
But one thing about the Hawks last year is they were very strong on the road.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, but Kevin, they struggled a bit down the stretch on the road, but still managed to have the best road record in the East.
19-game winning streak in early 2015.
And the basket by Curry.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Screen by Jones. From outside the arc. Paul's shot is off.
Boy, you look at the Hawks, and they seem to be built to play on the road because they can survive a player having an off game. They're so deep and versatile. Team basketball is a lot less prone to go cold when you're on the road.
Oh, snap, that was Bogut.
Missed that three-point shot. I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach,
Oh my.
you can afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
A chance now to go to Doris Burke. Had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Oh yeah, Curry.
Talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many seven-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us.
Oh, him and Rudy Gay are just taking
Let's see
over.
if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun.
What does Scola do?
Kia
Didn't even jump.
Up on the big time play.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out. And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year-3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package of the small forward spot.
Beast at home.
Nothing holding him back.
And, you know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right
Beast at home.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Bogut. Ariza comes in for Luis Scola. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradford. Jeremy Lin in for Steph Curry. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
John Henson's checked in for Rudy Gay. Nato, defended by Lin. Now the dish to Dang to stop the run. Cannot hit. And the Lakers going the other way now.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Atlanta with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Dang gets a wide open look. Atlanta.
Oh my goodness.
Now in transition. Here's Lin. Here we go. Now the pass to Green. Now here's Lin. D right on him.
Man.
Get it to fall.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Douglas, the open look. Gets an open look and hits.
Man.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Lakers on top. They lead by 13. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a...
Defensively, offensively,
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long way.
Oh, come on. Come on. Wow, there's no way I didn't steal that.
We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Oh my gosh.
For Atlanta, we've got Dang. Cole out there with Powell. Then there's Gallinari.
Not even that
and
good.
So Quinn in at the 5 spot. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely. Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters and the firepower of the bench.
Oh my goodness.
He starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is So fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Oh, good pass.
Atlanta again missing.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Paul dishes to O'Quinn. Outside Dang. And Scola with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Bradley's got the ball. And the basket by Curry.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And it's Paul penetrating. The shot is off.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Curry passes to Bogut. Gay kicks to Scola. Traps in the
Let's
tray.
go.
Scola's got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And no question, G8, Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers. But in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count him, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis? Yeah, I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes
What was
it's
that?
not always your fault that you're not getting there. You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
To the paint. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his first points of the night.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin. And, you know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent.
Oh,
Physically,
my
instinctively,
goodness.
skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be complete.
Dang can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 17. Lynn kicks to Bradley. A baseline J. Tipped away.
Oh, no.
Out of bounds. Atlanta will take
Gosh.
possession. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Number 1, Chris Paul.
Well, he was the top dime dropper in the league. I mean, he led the league in assists, and his vision and his willingness to give up the ball made him the top dime dropper.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Scola comes in for Thompson. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Curry subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists.
Oh, let's get it.
In his career, and that didn't
Mark
translate
20.
into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step forward.
Charge.
Getting those wins.
That's a rare turnover here. Just their first here in the half. That's one thing we've seen them do quite well, staying in possession of the ball.
Yeah, still trailing, though, and they'll need to maintain that and also step it up in other facets of their game.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Scola with the rebound.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his head.
Oh, Curry just dunked it.
Of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field.
I'll leave him open.
Here's Hood. And that one hits back iron. Bradley kicks to Curry. Here's the 3. And
Oh,
this is what it kind of had it gone in.
man.
1 half, it hasn't even been close.
Dab him.
Lakers ahead as they end the second quarter.
Thank you, Kevin. Well out there for you guys right now.
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keep it in.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you.
Get it.
What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Curry is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Bogut, and it's Scola in at the power forward. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. Lakers leading by 22. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping. For Atlanta, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
That's 3 rebounds.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Tristan Thompson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Green in for Bradley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Lakers. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. He was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ben's checked in. That's good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Thompson. Good D by Jones.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of 4th quarters.
Here's O'Quinn. Good, and Paul gets the assist. O'Quinn's got his second basket.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Lakers working the ball around now. Ariza kicks to Green from past the arc. That's good. Green's got 5.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the.
If I would have played for 12 minutes, I bet you Curry would have like
67 wins last
12,
year.
like almost like 9 rebounds, like 15, 20 assists, and like 60 points, 70 points.
Well, they did it and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
And the Lakers making a change here. Henson's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Tony Douglas is checked in for Jones. Douglas, the feed to Gallinari, takes it.
Oh my goodness!
And converts the layup. Lakers leading by 21.
Jeremy Lin hasn't done anything.
For the Hawks, they did end up with 4 All-Stars
till now.
Last season. As you said, it was all about how they worked together.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. There's the pick. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And he drops it in from the low post. Gallinari's got 6.
And you know, around the NBA, the league recognized the Hawks were a complete team. Everybody played their roles superbly. The NBA named all 5 of their starters the player of the week last year in an unprecedented move.
Douglas dishes to Powell. to the inside. Here's Gallinari.
That's fake.
Makes it in. 8 points for him.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season. Their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home, and I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin, there's a lot to be salty out in Laker land, so can't be a bottom dweller and charge that much to see.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Good.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you. You know, the Lakers were a bottom dweller last year. I mean, their home record was 12-29, guys. That was tied for the second worst mark in the NBA.
The Lakers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And you know, guys, a lot of the problems for the Lakers at home last season was with their shooting. And they had the lowest three-point percentage in the league at home. Not exactly.
Come on.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Gay comes in for Trevor Ariza. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And Curry subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Curry with a wide open look.
Let's get it.
Curry's got 23 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Nato guarded by Curry. Clock at 6. Pass to Hood. No good on the three.
Oh my goodness, he almost made it.
As we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers lead by 20. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Check it out. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Lakers leading by 20. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Gallinari is out there with Dang.
Had him slip in, stumbling.
And it's Hood in at the 2 spot. Hawks shooting for the game at 42%.
Oh.
And Curry picks him up defensively. Jones, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark.
No, I'm done.
He has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Screen by Jones. On the wing, Dang. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the basket by Curry.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the
He barely played in the second half.
Killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Lead pass.
He's playing the whole fourth quarter.
Right spot. 9 points for Chris Paul.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals.
Go.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Out to Gallinari. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Bradley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Curry with the 3. And they call over the back here.
Oh my gosh.
You know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Stoll. Troy Daniels comes in for Rudy Gay. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Curry.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. And I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
And that one's good.
They stepped up the three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
They were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Here's Curry. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The Lakers rebound. Kicks it to Gay. Right side Curry. A 3-ball. And the basket good. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. Seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
Here's Hawes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made
Oh, out of bounds. Let's go.
for everyone else on his team.
Uskawa, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's stolen by Curry.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the seal.
Oh, my goodness.
Curry's got 36.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Nato, and it's blocked by Curry. Fires the 3 on the money.
Let's go. 39 points from Curry.
Fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively
No way.
atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put tonight, Clark, a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And a chance now to send you over Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, another round. And that'll do
Well,
it for
guys,
tonight.
I'll
Kenny
talk
Smith,
to you guys
Shaquille O'Neal,
later.
Kevin Harlan, and
And I hope you guys like this video. I like to see the likes blow up. I like to see the subscribers blow up. Talk to you guys later. Leedle.